Welcome back to another Bombarasklat video. Honest to the Lee, I don't know what I'm here to talk about, but I'm here to talk. As you can see, the scruff and beard is growing nicely. People are going to work right now. It's like 7 in the morning. I think so. Yeah, it's like 7:08. A big thing that I was gonna get out of the way, but it shouldn't be looked at like that. It should be a genuine thing. Like, I wanted to thank you guys, everybody. I don't know how to encompass the multitude of people that I can just genuinely thank, because I can't say it was just the people I live with. It was people who have passed away, and it's people who are going to be here after I'm dead. So it's like they help me. Anybody. It's almost everybody, but it's just like, I just don't know how to explain it, but pretty much everybody. The world went through battles for me to live a peaceful life. And it was like pretty much, I don't know how else to say it. It was given to me. Like, I was given a good life. I was given a prosperous life. Like, all those philosophical questions I'm having, they were answered. And it's like, the two things I guarantee in life are love and death. That's it. And yeah, it's just like, if you're not receiving it, you're giving it. And vice versa. But in some cases, yeah, love doesn't come. But it's the thing is, you're, little do we know, I don't want to speak for everybody, but we're given that ability, and we're given the challenges and trials and the training from learning and the books and videos that are feeding us the knowledge on loving ourselves if you have nobody else. And to me, recently, yeah, I started to let go a whole bunch of like useless things, and I'm so glad of it, because I'm starting to see the issues with me physically. Like, part of it is not doing anything, so I need to start going out more, which is good. Is that like, it's an actual issue I can work to solve. Another thing is, any defects or like pain that I'm having, like in my foot or my back, those are definitely like health issues. Like, something is in there. There's like something wrong with it. So that means I can do something to fix it. It wasn't like, I don't know if you guys watch The Sopranos, but Pussy Pensiero, I think that's his name. That's a character in the show. He was pretty much a rat, and he was, telling, he was pretty much telling everything that he knows about his boss to the FBI. And at some point, holding that secret of being a rat from his boss, he was holding that secret from his boss. It literally put like a a physical weight on him, and it fucked his back up. It was funny because the pain jolted when he was having sex. So it was like, oh shit, my back. That shit was so funny. But the thing is, that's what I genuinely thought was happening to me. I thought I was like holding something. Maybe I am still. I don't know, but I know a lot from when I started with these videos that a lot doesn't really matter like as much as I thought it did. I thought it mattered in a way where it was like as serious as you have to worry about everything. That's what I mean by matter. Like you have to worry about this specific thing and make sure it doesn't get out of line. Like, I don't know, saying a cuss word or, you know, doing something wrong sexually or something like that. Like I genuinely thought that is it. I'm fucking excommunicated. I'm done. But there are a lot of sins that I can say I've done, but it's not gonna throw me in hell. I'm not saying in a way where, oh, your sinning is like gonna toss you, any sin is gonna toss you in hell or whatever. I'm not looking for the argument. I'm saying my sins, I'm not here to judge, nor judge myself, others. My sins, I know of them. I know my sins. Nobody knows my sins like I know them. Just like I don't know anybody else's sins. And that includes God knowing it more than me. And I deep down in my heart know that these sins, I'm going to keep on fighting. But at the same time, it's like, I know that one day God, that's just the hope right there. That encapsulated phrase that I'm about to say is, I know that God will one day get rid of it from me. That is just the hope in itself. Just saying that. And for me, it's like the sins that I've committed, I know that they were weird, wrong, taboo, but it's just, to me, those sins is not like something I always wanted to put above God. Yes, I had iniquities where I repetitively would do them, but it's in a way of a battle with my mind. It wasn't a way of, all right, I give up. God isn't the way. This is just who I am, and God's not gonna help me, and I'm just gonna be, pervert McGee. And it's gonna be to a point where I'm not even gonna feel bad, because there's no point in feeling bad after I do the porn shit, whatever. And to me, I never saw that, like, after I failed the challenge and I should get back onto the horse or whatever, I never saw it as a way of I should let go of those feelings. More of a let's triumph and reconstitute myself and virtue out of this and keep going, Like, it wasn't a, all right, you know what, just forget about it. Like a give up state. I was more of a keep going state. That's how I am still. But the thing is, I know deep down that those sins, it's not like I'm letting them just control all of my life. Like it should be in a point where, yeah, you know what, I'm still struggling with sin to this day. But like, that's the thing, I'm struggling with it. Some people have stopped the struggle. They're like, you know what? Just let it happen. And to me, it's like a part of it is letting go, but it's not just letting go for whatever to come your way and, accept anything that comes your way. It's letting go and just leaving God to handle it. letting go and letting God uh, take care of your future, pretty much. And here's the thing: it's like just keep on fighting, even if you fall. It's not. It sounds so cliche. Like I genuinely can't. God, like now I see why people are having such a fucking struggle trying to tell it to me. Now I feel so bad for everybody trying to just help me out. And right now my back does kind of hurt, so if I'm just like leaning back, don't take it like I'm not focused on you or something. But pretty much it's just that. It's just trying to think of an analogy. Like a give up would be being a spectator. And then the red team and the blue team are still fighting. Now, there are times where they need reconnaissance and they need to go back and tacticalize or whatever. But that doesn't mean that the war is over. It means that the war is paused at the moment. But a give up state would be a spectator. And that's it. You don't choose a side. That means you've given up completely on the world and yourself, because you don't even see yourself in the fight. Now, for what I'm going through, I genuinely thought that what I was doing, the sins that I was doing, by all means, I'm actually sinning way worse than the sexual things I'm doing. I'm cussing, I'm condescending people, I'm prideful, and I'm gluttonous, and that's just like a whole nother level to this sex thing. Like the gluttonous thing is just like a whole nother want, a whole nother challenge of want that I'm not even at a part to face. But like recently, like I still watch porn, but recently it's almost at a point where it's like the porn isn't my issue in life. My issue in life is getting money at the moment. And when I made porn my main issue, my main goal is to glow up and act like I don't know nobody. It's the truth. It's like it all stems from pride. I thought I was prideful enough to make it like my mission. Even that, even making it a sole purpose to stop is prideful, because God already defeated it. And that's almost like the start of compassion, is knowing that evil has been triumphed, and anything I look at shouldn't be evil anymore. Not in a way where it's like, yeah, you see fucking evil, you see people, you gotta put them in check or whatever. I'm just saying there's people who are looked at as evil, and deep down, they're really good people, is what I mean. And I hated seeing people on being, like, I hated seeing people and thinking, oh, this dude is cringy. You know? Like seeing people, and then I was judging them. I was like, oh, this dude's like cringy, he's stupid or something, or he's probably an evil person, meaning I judged this whole character by thinking that he might be careless, like I was in the past, or he might be careless in a way where he's just living life for life and he doesn't care about the consequences. Which is like a point where I should be just living life for life, but if something comes my way like crack or something or heroin, which it can, meaning you find a person and a person puts you on, meaning that they somehow silver tongue and convinced you that this is a cool thing. And they just had that silver fucking tongue. They just knew what to say. And I am not pushing anything past the probability of happening. Like I swear, freaking anything could come my way, and it's like that's it. You know, it's over. I thought I was doing the go with the flow shit, but then my life starts to spiral again. I shouldn't just let anybody take control of my life. That's the thing about the world is yes, control is an illusion when they say it, but they don't go into depth what that means. It's like people can try to control you, but for so long you're going to have enough of it. And vice versa. You're going to try to control somebody, but in the end they're going to have enough of it and they're going to want to come back at you. Like, hey, like I'm fucking tired, like slavery pretty much. It only goes so far. Like that's only used during times where nobody is here, like almost like a depleted population. Like we need people to get these things running. Like and you're not I'm not saying like slaves is in a way where they were made just to make fun of. No, made to work. So like someone needs to fix that electric pole. And there's only like 10,000 of us, and out of like the 10,000, there's only 2 fucking like electricians who know how to fix something like that or some shit like that. So it's not that they're slaves because they were picked out of what's the word? Luxury, pretty much. Like the 10,000 felt luxurious and they thought I can afford to get a slave to mock or whatever. No, they are forced in that situation to work for the betterment of humanity. So it's like that's what I usually mean by slaves, because that's usually what the Bible means by slaves. It's just workers. But throughout the years, it's like we can have workers, but yeah, I guess we treat them more like slaves. The term of slaves of someone who's demeaned or condescended upon, because like we were like definitely like power hungry when we see that we have the ability to tell someone what to do. And when we tell somebody what to do, we got to know that when you give or when you take, you have to give. Vice versa. When you give, you have to take. Like we're learning that now with me and my mom. We're learning that we want to give so much, but some days we have to learn to take. And there's people who offer us, and then like we're out here just like denying them. Like no, don't worry. Like sometimes it's literally God trying to be like, take this is the recompense. Is that the fucking word? I'm probably spitting out bullshit as words. But I don't want to hit y'all with the wrong word and then y'all can... Yeah. It's to make amends to somebody for loss or harm suffered. Compensate? Yeah. Recompense. And I'm here fucking denying people. And I should genuinely like be more open to people's kindness, because then when somebody is able to do kindness to you, they see more of a leniency and availability. So they're like, you know what? He's more available to kindness. I think I should be able to give him more, you know? Like they feel like it's safer to give you more. Because when you deny them, they almost feel like in a way where it's like, oh, he's mean then. He's a mean person. He doesn't want nice things. He just wants bad things happening to him. Like he must be used to being mean or something. That's how I see it as a kid, though. But yeah, recently it's like I kind of lost track of thought. I'm not gonna lie. But recently I felt like really grateful for the people who are trying to help me. And I guess like I remember this topic, but the whole point of continuing to fight is like being on that red team, blue team analogy. When you're at least on the blue team, you're at least on the blue team. You might not uh, be doing good or better than the other team in a way where you actually might be doing worse, like you're sinning or whatever. Technically, you're losing. When you're sinning, you're pretty much not opening yourself up to more opportunities. And that's just all God wants, because you're living a limited life when you sin, like repetitively. Now, sins happen. Like, let's say I trip or some shit, and I don't know, like accidents like that. I trip and touch a girl's boob by accident or something. I can't think of anything else. You see the freaking perverted mind. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. That was an accident. There's those slip ups where we sin. Like somebody's holding a sign that says, I don't know, like God damn it, and you read it. Oh, like I didn't mean to blaspheme or whatever. I'm not saying those specifics, but there's always a broad, wide range of certain sins like that. But what God is meaning is that passion we usually have to our sin. And it's not a passion necessarily we can go and get rid of, like, apologize for and call it a day and it's going to be gone by tomorrow. It's the ones where we have like a personal thing with. I don't want to say beef, because we have beef probably morally or spiritually, or maybe just what's the word, patriotically, like while you're in the army or something, or ethically, shit like that. You, from the things of this world telling you should have beef with it, like me or something. But deep down, we have a personal click and connection to that sin. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it comes from. We can always assume and speculate, like the unconscious mind passed down from generations, spirits, and also maybe theologies or something, something you were just thinking about. And then it eventually became this whole thing you're obsessed with. The whole thing about it is that sin, that specific sin that we just like, it's something almost like a purpose we have to get through. When we kill ourselves because of stuff like that, we're literally running away from our purpose. And we think that we had none to begin with, when that alone is one. It's not a means of get rid of it, Martin, or else I'm gonna hit you or something. It's not a means of you're gonna get punished because I jacked off today, I'm gonna have a bad day today. No, it's a means of a line that you're over. You're either on that side or that line. Heaven and hell, there's only two sides. Now, there are people who are in the middle, like just stuck right there, standing in the middle. But here's the thing. I see it as, what do you mostly lean towards? And that is up to you. It's not up to what people can study you about it. It's not up to what people can study. It's just, it's up to you. It's not what people can find throughout the world. No one's gonna make that decision but you. Is what I'm trying to say. And I remember hearing a quote saying, well, I miss heaven by 2 inches. All money and new bitches or whatever. But it's just like, heaven was never a stairway. Heaven is a line crossed. I remember always saying that growing up. I was like a kid and I heard that quote and I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you go and give it all up because you think you missed heaven by 2 inches? Now, here's the thing. We genuinely do miss that heaven, or I can't even speak for the fucking afterlife, so I don't know what I'm talking about, or who anybody's talking about heaven or hell. The only thing is they can say is images or afterlife experiences they had, which is, it's really hard to tell. Like, we don't have a camera with you while you're going. Like, all right, guys, I'm going into heaven. Put the camera in. I'll record it. No. It's a line crossed. And just a genuineness of seeing reality at its most unforgiving, unapologetic, just straight truth. People genuinely get scared. And then they think twice and they go after what they want. And usually the people who don't think twice are in deeper shit than we realize. They see the truth and they still act the same. If the truth doesn't change you, it's like, man, the truth changes me. The truth, when I'm hit with the truth, I'm like, oh shit. And it was like a 6-year-old kid. I don't know, they say something like, oh, that was mean. Like I said something, like a joke or something to my friend or my brother. I said it like in a way where, like, pass me the coffee, dickhead, or something like that. And then this kid said like, oh, that was mean. Why you say that? And I'm just like, damn, like, now I think about it, I've been doing that for a long time. I didn't even realize about, old boy's feelings. I was just saying that. And I hear a lot of, that's why cussing is a really big thing. It's just like, you don't know who's taking offense to it. The thing is it's not the offense. It's just like your carelessness was showing. Like they're okay with hearing the word dickhead or hearing the word boobs, bitch, faggot, or, I don't know, all that shit. And it's like, boom, out of the blue, someone says it, and they're taking offense to it. Now I see it through. It's almost just an emotional battle. It's like right then and there, they're just, oh, what do you mean by? They just see your carelessness of of what you think. And when you see it, in clear view, you see right through the person, like they're see-through. You just know what's inside their mind when people say like stuff like that. It's almost like they do have the right to be offended. They do. Because they're bad words, mean, derogatory. It's to put down. And we do this unknowingly sometimes. Sometimes we're just like, oh, that dude was like, he was a little off or something. Like, what do we mean by that? We genuinely mean, compared to me, he is beneath me. Nobody wants to be beneath nobody. We all want to be equal. And funny enough, we are all equal. We're equally unrighteous. In the eyes of God, we're equally unrighteous. So the best thing we can do is just to be so compassionate for one another that we're just there, you know, at our state, our current state, so we don't worsen our state to make it lower or higher above anybody else, because it's just going to get crazier and crazier from there. Sorry. But yeah, I felt like everybody. That's what I meant. Like everybody, anybody, like any 6-year-old, 80-year-old, 20-year-old, my family. Like, thank you. They were just trying to teach me about life, about how crazy it is, but don't take it to heart too hard. Otherwise, your heart's gonna start hurting. Your heart can only carry so much. And at the moment, the best battles are the ones that are right now. And if you were given the choice right now, I'm not talking about in the future or the past, I'm talking about right now, which can mean the future or it can mean the past, because some people need to do some backtracking in their mind. For now, where do you stand? Who will you die for? What team are you on? And it's not no fucking Democrat or Republican shit. And because that's all twisted, and it's just all a bundle of a mess. You got everything wrong with that. Like, when you start to see God's path clearly, you start to see it's something way outliered from what the hell they're thinking, what any politician is thinking. Politicians are just usually thinking money. So you got to get that firsthand before you start talking anything political. It's usually money behind it. So when you it's not that money isn't a good thing. It's that what is your move? What pretty much what's your intention, but and it's up to you. Your life reflects up to you. It goes back to you. It's like, I'm not here to make a moral ground or standard or something people should do. It's just whatever you want, the consequences are going to come to you because you had to make the choice. Simple as. You do the choices, you suffer the consequences. And people are given worse than you sometimes, and they make some pretty fucking kick-ass choices because they go about living life what we consider more normal, and what we consider normal, and it's more normal than us sometimes. So it's just like, I see some people so disabled, but they're just living life with a smile on their face, and I'm just like, big dog, this dude is happy. And I'm out here with legs and arms and a head, and I'm like acting all depressed in my room, or I was, to be honest. It's like right now it's a weird feeling about what I'm thinking, because I could say I probably hopped back from my depression, but I don't know it. I really don't know it. Right now I've been taking pills, and those have been helping. Maybe I was just missing some magnesium and stuff like that. But it's really cool to know that if you're born now, like, you're covered. Pretty much Jesus covered you. But what I mean by that, it's like you're covered in the way where don't worry, like, as if the thoughts in your head are gonna win over you, and you're just not gonna be able to hack it. I've seen people who've been through really shit fucking situations because of their choices. They ended up freaking at a really low state, a bad state, and it was just like over for them. So their mindset, but you can always bounce back. You know, I've seen people so fucking lost. Like, damn, this is like just a fucking memory trip right now. But they've been so lost, but it's like in a way where they lost people, they've hurt others, they've done things to pretty much the world, and they feel unforgiven. They're stepped on, pretty much, and they think eternally. But it's not necessarily the getting out of it, nor the progress. Is just more like making the choice, making the decision every second, or keeping the decision every second. There we go. Keeping the decision every second, like as if it's faith. Like, I have faith in keeping this decision that, I will get out of this. Because when you give up, then you're not getting out of it. When you give up, you just let the evil win. Whoa. Seeing this ant battle this spider real quick. It's like a really tiny spider though, and it's taking on this big ass ant. Ultimate. Is it? Pretty cool. Life has its ins and outs. All that ant needed to do was make a decision to the left, and it would have been alive. I think animals are here to teach us about choices. In a way of like, if the people around us are conscious and aware of things, animals aren't here, aware like us, where they know they're in like a world or something like that. Pretty much a higher level of consciousness. But they are here to teach us, even without that, there are still choices being made. Now, as much as I don't want to admit it because I feel like it happened to me, I made the choice to be depressed. I was. And I was told even back in high school that was a choice. I was choosing every fucking day to be depressed. And you can choose to be happy. You can choose to start the next day. You can choose to start a new day. You're able to choose that. You're able to choose the happiness, not in a way of faking it, but striving to get it. Like that pursuit. That's guaranteed. Because if we weren't guaranteed a pursuit of happiness, it's almost as if we were definitely trapped or guaranteed imprisoned. Like we are imprisoned from our fingers to the knuckles on our fucking toes. Like, we're not. We still have the pursuit, even when you're in the jail, underground, or if you're on the fucking mountain, or you're dying right now. You have the pursuit of happiness. And that pursuit alone brings not a shadow, but like the light of happiness. Isn't that cool? Uh, a burden can leave a shadow, but the pursuit can bring happiness, or at least the light of it. You know what I mean? It's almost like you feel the effects, but you're not necessarily there. It's like you're behind a burden in your way, and the effects are in the shadow. And little do we know, maybe just the effects of shadows and lights are what it truly is to be happy. It is truly, it truly is to be happy to pursue that happiness. You are truly happy when you pursue happiness, even if you say you don't. Or even if you say you're not happy, or you think, or whatever. I mean, when you think you're not happy or whatever, just pursuing that, dude, you're Gucci. Don't worry about it. But if you're not pursuing it, then yeah, you're gonna have a pretty shitty time here. And I say that for everybody. Shit, my uncle. I say that for my brothers. I say that for my mom, my dad, my cousins. Just pursuing happiness. Like, it's not a means that money related. I just mean happiness alone. Like, if you're in a shitty ass spot like I am, fucking stuck in a room on a bed, I would just choose to be happy. Have a good time. Enjoy the little things. Like, fucking, nothing is holding me back from choosing it. Literally nothing. We think that there's this freaking mental battle we have to win with ourselves in order to be happy, but no, it's just win. Just be happy. Just win. Just be happy. That's almost like a flip of the switch. Like we have to have a whole argument in order for this switch to be on. That's what that lie is telling you. And you have to beat me in this argument. And all you're just able to do is, and little do you know that lying ass voice in your head was just a lying ass voice in your head. It wasn't a person. He's not conjured up. He's not real. He's not manifested. He's not carnal. He's not fucking there. And that's what adds on to me and the sin. It's like, I know I'm gonna suffer through sin, but there's nothing telling me I should stop fighting, or there's nothing stopping me from fighting. If I'm drawing a breath, I can draw a breath, and I can keep fighting. But it's like this thing wants to convince us that, I don't know, that there's a reason to stop fighting. Man, my reason to keep fighting is that I'm breathing, sucker. I'm still alive. And that should be said to the people still alive right now. Like, I'm still alive. I'm kicking, boy. I could keep going. You get me when I'm dead. That's what I was telling me about that hopium copium shit. You gotta die trying. That's how we're getting it. That's how we're keeping it. The happiness is just by trying it. And when you try it, that's it. You got it. Just try it. Just keep trying. If you learn the ways, the art of keep trying, bro, you are set. If you have chosen the side of why bother, there is a thing called reconnaissance. There's a thing called going back, retreating, and gaining knowledge, and maybe relaxing because you're too offensive. There's a defensive you gotta do sometimes. And you're good, just don't give up and laid there like a pile of rocks. Like, to me, I got something I wanted to do today, and I set it up to make money because I'm tired of not having money, and I'm tired of having bosses. To be honest, now, I can chill with coworkers, but bosses. I'm not saying I have like this authority issue or something, but from the experience that I have with the people being bosses here, everyone usually just gets a power trip. And when I think that this boss is like super chill, little do I know, a week from now, he's gonna be gone. And a new shitty boss is gonna come and replace him. And I've had that throughout all my jobs. All my jobs, okay? So it's like, you can't come and tell me anything about people anymore. To me, I would want to make my own money. My own money. Like, I'm not here to, I got it, I got it. It's an inside joke, though. You wouldn't get it, but it's like, what's what I mean is like, I'm catching drips. I'm catching just the pocket change of these rich motherfuckers. I'm not saying I want to be rich, but I don't want to be, told what to do or condescended upon, because it's like, I don't want to be underneath you because you think I'm underneath you, and I have to be there because you're the one giving me money. It's like they have a reason to condescend me. I hate that shit. I hate having people have a reason to be over me. Like, I get it. It's that prideful thing. I just mean over me in value. Like, you deserve like 70% of the kingdom of heaven, and I only need get that like 1% shit, and the rest goes through it. And it's like, why does this one dude is he valued more? No, I'm just saying there are people better than me. I can understand it, but I don't need to be stuck around those people. Not those people specific, but people who, just because they're better than me, they can show it and rub it in my face every single day and chance and second they get. You know what? I'm just not even going to give them the day, chance, or second. Cool. You know what? Congratulations. You know what? I'm actually proud of you. You actually bested me. I'm a pretty tough nut to crack, and you got me, pretty good. But I don't need to be stuck here on life getting force-fed your pride and your ego and your, what's the fucking word? Some shit. Started with an A. I'm tired of all these fucking words. I'll fucking get back to you. Alright, it was arrogance. My dumb ass could not remember that word. But, yeah. People's arrogance. I can understand people being better than me. And you know what? I want to work with people better than me. Because they teach me. They could be a teacher. 6 years old, 20 years old, 80 years old. Like, if you're better than me, cool. Now, stop rubbing it in my face and teach me. And if they don't want to do that shit, I can always find someone else. Because there's always someone better. And yeah, it's like, for the longest, that's with everybody pretty much. After a while, you start to see that people max out on you with what they could teach you, because sometimes it's just like arrogance gets in the way, or just any of those 7 deadly sins, just pride, gluttony, lust, something usually interferes with it. So we usually always go to a different teacher, because like things are seasonal, things are finite. Eventually we all have our time up, all our times come, to go. So to me, I started taking it more seriously. Like I started taking my death more seriously. Like, I started even thinking, like, damn, where are they even gonna put me if I die? I don't even got a casket. I'm fucking up, son. Like, I'm not saying I need that shit in my life, but I would want to live a complete life, you know. And at least be remembered. You know, funny enough, these videos are technically my remembrance. And it's so cool to think that, you know, like, damn, I didn't know I was making it. And for the long, I could have made more. But for the longest, I thought, like, if it's not perfect, why put it on the internet? And I was told, like, you know, once you put it on the internet, you know, it can't be reversed. And my dumbass reversed a couple things. You know, I deleted a lot of old videos. But technically, those were mistakes in it of itself, because I halted a good portion of my life growing up and probably teaching myself or talking to myself for things like this, because that could have been my prevention of depression era. Instead, I have a depression era. It was literally from 14. I always change the fucking years up, but I know it was during my teenage years, all the way up to now, or pretty much a few months ago when I started these videos. But yeah, it's like you catch me getting all emotional and sad and shit. But to me, what sucked was that I even went through that depressive era of I had nothing to cope with it. I was trying to stop porn and I had nothing. Not a girlfriend, not a video game, not a fucking mobile app. Man, I was trying everything and I couldn't fucking find it. I couldn't do it with God. It was just like, God, like it was getting to me to a point where I thought I had nothing to get through this and I just had to fucking face it. And it's gonna get to that fucking point. You gotta fucking face it, you know, head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Right here. And it was tough, you know. It was like there was moments where I was fucking losing my psyche, bro. I was losing my fucking mind. I literally thought I was like going into non-existence one time, and so I just flopped on the floor, dead. Like I was like, you know what? I'm fucking dead. To the world, I'm dead. To God, I'm dead. To everything, I'm dead. Just die already. And then it was that, I think that alone, just, I put the voice of just be dead as a person, you know. Like, who would tell me to be dead? My enemy, right? Like, if that worked, we would all be dead. If your enemy could just tell you, like Professor X, just, oh, be dead, in your freaking mind, and you would die, we would all be dead. So there's a clear reason we're still going, is because there's an enemy out here trying to kill us. And yeah, death might be the next thing we see, and guaranteed, but we get there when we get there. All right, we get there when we get there. We don't need to, you know, wear the glove of death, and you know, control that part of our lives. Because a lot of times we're fucking playing with that. We're playing with his eyes. Because when you're so sad, you want to feel something, and so we just go out and do stupid shit. Especially with them drugs. Especially with them fucking drugs. Actually, fuck, dude. When I kissed that possibility in my life, I like just got a little taste of it. I knew how fucking deadly it was to enter that realm. And it was like fucking putting on the mask with Jim Carrey, the mask, the green mask. He is like, just putting it on just to fuck with it, and it felt like it was gonna attach to his skin. Like he had to fucking rip that shit off. To me, that's what it felt like. I was like, oh fuck no. Like if I had the mask, I would just fucking burn it, shred it, throw it in the fucking toilet, bro. He's like, eh. That man started getting crazy. Well, anyway, it's almost about to be an hour, and I mean, shit, I don't know what time it is actually. Well, it's probably gonna be around 5 where I go and do a pickup, because I'm looking at things on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm seeing if there's any free stuff, and if I find anything, I'm gonna try to sell it, because I need to build that confidence of, you know, making money where money is just like a sure thing with me. Like, I'm not saying I want to make a business out of everything, like pimping and shit, or people's stupidity. Like, damn, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. No, I just mean where it's possible and where I'm capable. And money can be flowed from that possible source of income into something more positive or progressive in my life, and for others too, because it's almost just sitting there. The opportunity is just sitting there. It's up to me to go and take it. Damn, I've been hitting myself with some hard ass truths today, but I want y'all to keep going. Above all, the 3 fucking words that are most important to a human: never give up. Asanya, you will get through it. You will get through it. I will spit on your ass. All right. Catch y'all later.